Doing some little bit renovation to the room around the streaming area, so I kind of make sure we finish up anything that'd be kind of noisy. But so the so the main thing that I think oh, before I got started with anything, real quick, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. And I guess if you see, if you're not sure what I'm talking about or haven't seen before, you probably wouldn't notice that the art's changed. The art has changed. So we had a, they call it, I think, absolute void zero. Hold on, make sure I get the name right, because they did a great job, I think. But hold on. Someone may have put a chat thing in and I may have missed it. I don't know. Because it just shows a line, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Hold on. Oh, you might hear hammering. You might hear just a tad bit of hammering. Hold on. I was hoping that it was going to be mostly solved by now, but I think I think it's absolute void. Hold on. Absolute void zero, I think. I'm saying the name wrong. I will have it in my about, so if I'm saying the name wrong, it's in the about. But so we've got new art. I won't waste too much more time explaining it, but don't worry, we haven't changed our mascot at all. It's just different lighting, everything. So it's still same old what do you call it, gorilla in a yellow robe. So I just thought it looked really good, and I like that the lighting kind of gives like a, what do you call it, Lovecraftian feel. So if what do you call it, if you see it, you'll see what I'm kind of talking about. But I kept just for nostalgia's sake, for my Steam account, I've kept the same old. I've kept our nostalgic picture, which, while we're actually getting everything set up, we tried to turn in people, but that didn't end up working out so well. We got 2 new people here, as you can tell, probably. I think we're probably injured. Someone's probably injured in the leg, right? Okay, he's pretty badly injured in the leg, but I don't know if that's why they're running so slow. I don't know if I have someone set to run slow or not. There we go. Let's see. Kind of feels like they're running really slow. I might be safe enough to run back. Whoa, hold on. That bandit's fighting here. You know what? We're not going to bother with them. We're going to run back. Because now that we got some more recruits. We're in Blister Hill, right? Yeah. And we're going to try to get them all sorted out with how we want to do them. I saw a recommendation about about making a trade route. I think just before starting here and maybe going toward the south. I'm not sure exactly which way we're gonna go yet, because I kind of want to make a mission in the east, kind of with the characters, because they are kind of a mission, and him being from an imperial area, I kind of feel like you want to kind of go home, but at the same time, I can see where Shek are not exactly friends with the Holy Nation or any of their Okranites. So I see that being problem. I see that being something. Let's fast forward. So I don't know. We'll see. We're not quite ready yet for making a base, because I want to get the base. I want to get the wall technology worked out. Because I just don't want to have to rebuild the walls multiple times. I want to get to the end of what we can do. Hold on. Wait. Were we coming for books too? We're probably coming for books too. Hold on. I think we need to head back and get some books. Let's come back over here. Actually, Bard's saying something I think about. Is that Bard? Hold on, we can kind of go over. No, it's, what do you call it? Benji. Okay. Need a little dialogue there. I like the fun little banter. But, so if you're nostalgic about our original channel art, I still have kept it. Our original little original profile thing. So I still have it, and I'm probably gonna keep it on my my account. my Steam account and probably maybe a few of my other accounts just for nostalgia, but for like all my for all my channel needs, all my we call it all my creative uses. I'm gonna use the we call it probably gonna be using this one for a while, right? Because this nostalgia is fun and all, but my artistic skill is nowhere compared to um, the person that I was lucky enough to get to commission mine. So I'd like to thank them for that real quick. And there's a run real quick. There we go. And let's get to that machine shop. We have 5,000, so we should be able to buy a little bit. Now we're only going to as much as we can get books. We're not going to go past. We're not going to go past into ancient technology, at least not for the moment. Is Okranites do not like the ancient technology books. Don't mind books, but the ancient technology books they're not a fan of. At least I've never had them get angry at me for just having normal books. Let's go ahead and sell everything we don't need. All this extra stuff. And arrange all that, and then get the rest of the books. And maybe some cloth, just for when we need it. And maybe one of those. And heck, I'll take a iron plate with me too. Oh, can't afford it. Never mind. Alright, let's run back to base. Back here in Bat Teeth. And I think the ones, well, I think our main goal will be setting up a kind of like a mission style base somewhere. By mission I mean like missionary mission. Kind of, because I think that's really probably our end goal here. Because Kenshi, you can your goal could be anything. Like there's infinite goal like that you could do. You mean you kind of have to have kind of a idea of what you're setting out to do, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Is try to set up a mission, and then from there move from there, and see whether we want to get into true factional warfare. I still wanted to meet. Hold on. Oh. Why are they running at us? Well, we can talk to them. We do not have food. We do not have money. Okay, that's not good. Needs to be violence. We talk about this. Okay, we're gonna have to fight them. We outnumber them, and they're hungry. Well, hold on. I think we outnumber them. Yeah, we have 2, 2, and 5, and 6. So we outnumber them by 1. Not great odds considering we're injured. And one of our guys is using a not entirely great weapon, but we are way better armored than a lot of these guys. So, Griffin, keep that taunt up. And then we'll go. Let's get a load here to run around to kind of waste our time a little bit. Once we knock one person down, they'll kind of... Oop, okay, hold on. Who is that there with a big hit? Hiroto did a big hit. The only problem is we have like a negative 20%, I think, against doing damage to humans because of the weapons we're using. Oh, I think that was like a dodge back over there. Now, the good thing is, worst case scenario, we're very unlikely to have anything that bad happen to us because they're just hungry bandits. If anything, they're going to try to take our food and eat it. Did someone get knocked down? Okay, hold on. No, I think we got all our fighters are still up and are in the fight. But yeah, I think that I'm really happy with the. I'm really happy with it. And if you had any, happy with the. Society's safe again for now. Okay, super guard. Come on, attack the. Okay. Attack the guy on the ground. I think we're gonna stop trying to just heal him up. We got our own people to heal. Con medic. Okay, there we go. Ooh, some people have really bad injuries now. We probably need to go to a farm. Yeah. And we're gonna have to fast forward. Otherwise, it's gonna take a long time. Actually, we're doing pretty well against bandits now. Oh, who are they fighting with? They're probably river raptors, right? Yeah, river raptors. We're actually doing pretty well against bandits now. I think we're actually kind of getting into a decent fighting force here. At least semi-decent. I mean, probably Griffin has a big, like a big deal to do with it. I call it, or has a great deal of our military strength here. Because he's sitting at where's the skills? I think double most of our other people have. Hackers actually, Load and Griffin are almost the same in hacker skill. There's a wide difference in strength and toughness, but Load's strength is going to level up faster just because he's got a negative, such a huge negative to strength. So keep that in mind. So Griffin technically is probably statistically stronger. If I had a guess, I'm assuming he's statistically stronger. We got Benji and Scratch. Year 2. I think probably behind Load and New is, I think, our next strongest character here. Sent at 28. Oh no, actually, Patai and them are almost the exact same. Anu's a little bit better in everything else, though. Except for skills. Patai's a little more skilled, and Anu's a little actually better statistically in attributes. Hiroto is a little bit behind. But I think he's got better toughness than Patai. And a little better skill than Inu. Benji and Scratch are going to be pretty pathetic just because they're new, not because of anything else, really. And gear. They're just not in good gear. We only have the gear that we took from Dust Bandits. Man, we are moving real slow with these injuries. Hey, that's a pathetic crawl of a movement speed. Get everybody up here. There you go. Lay down there. Okay, cool. We'll let them get... Well, and besides, I think we need to get more food. I think we ran out of food for our expedition quite a while back. The Scratch is already getting... like, starving. Oh, did we have more books in someone else's inventory? Yeah. Hold on, who's got the rest of the books? There we go. Batai's gonna carry it all. Oh, I forgot. We have splints. Hold on. I almost totally forgot. Hold on. Who's got the leg injuries? Because we can splint the injuries. Well, we're already resting up, so why bother splinting it? So splinting would basically allow us to move or act with our regular efficiency without having to have the massive negative of being injured or it dramatically affecting our movement speed. But there's no point really at it right now. I mean, I guess we could... Hold on, we could try. Hold on, you have a splint kit, right? Yeah. Can I not splint it? Or maybe he already splinted it. Maybe they already did that for me. Not sure. Saying max encumbrance is affecting it, not anything else. That injury. So maybe they did splint it. I don't know why we're running so slow, though. We need to get back before we starve. It'd be a really goofy way to die at this point. Or have characters die. To run back. So we have so much food back at base. I think we just passed some bandits. Is that bandits? Yeah. I don't know. I think we passed some bandits. But we need to get Benji and Scratch doing something. So, we could either go with the trade route idea with the bull, right? Which is an option. Or we could kind of go with... I don't know. Or we can make... Or since we have people already doing the mines... we could kind of switch them out for someone who's got more combat skill. And try to get them gear. Let's see. Swift has much greater strength than most of the other people here. Not so great in hackers, but definitely a good option. If I had to switch somebody. However, she is also our scientist, which would kind of take her off of being able to do what she's good at. Oh, speaking of, for some reason they haven't been operating their science. I guess because I didn't cancel and then have them go do it. Hold on, let's go ahead and get Patai to put this in there. And make sure nobody has any books still left on them. And you get these two, the Holy Flame books. Let's get everybody up here real quick, so I can move stuff over into the general inventory. Oh, we got actually another book right here. How convenient. Because we don't want to get searched and not have one on us, because it's technically illegal in the Holy Nation to go around without it. I don't think they typically will even bother you about it, but it's possible. And you don't want something that's possible happening and then messing you up. Let's see. Can we stack this? Nope. Only stack some 5s. Alright, let's go ahead and move down. I think, yeah, we may switch somebody out. I don't know if we'll switch someone out for Swift, though. I'd like to switch out for Swift because they've got so much better statistics. Right, and Moo, we could switch Moo out. Or Zim, or even Bard. They have somewhat decent skills. All these, well, these three. Not Ice. Ice is, again, somewhat newer. Does anyone else have research? They have robotics. Moo has robotics. We'll have to think about it. They have field medics, so they'd be useful in a fight. But then again, should I just leave them as leader of the proselytes? Hard choices there. Maybe give them some gear, have them watch over them. I think that sounds pretty good. They do have the backpack. Oh, you know what? The copper's done there. Hold on. Let's run here. And then go there. And then sell all this stuff. Or all that we can. Oh, can't afford any more. Let's buy all of their food. Buy all that. Oh, didn't mean to give back the food. Okay, and then we want to buy weapons and gear too. For all our people. I don't necessarily want all the miners to be running around in heavy armor. I think good light armor would be good for them, but I wouldn't mind one of them having some decent gear. And I think Swift maybe could be our our operator of the home front. With the Bard, Zim, Moo, and Ice helping them out. We'll see. But in the meanwhile, let's go get to another shop. Sell some stuff off. See, buy more food. Again, we just want food to not be a problem. That's the main thing. We do not want food to even be a problem we have to think of. Okay, so hold on. Let's give them a book. Well, we need to buy a second book. Hold on. Is one of these guys in range? And let's have them trade with them. Give them a book, and then have them trade with Scratch here. We got 5,000, so that generally, since we're not buying the best gear in the world, that's more than enough typically to get something. Let's give them a book. There we go. We got a decent group going on here, though. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably switch. I really want to switch them out, Benji and Scratch here. Somebody else. But let's buy gear first. Because the only problem is because they just don't have the combat skills everyone else does, and I don't know if I want to bother. And they're not going to get strength very quickly unless we throw them in heavy armor, and they'll slow us down. And we have people we've had longer that I would like to get into a fight. On the other hand, they're already kind of. Scratch is he's a wannabe swordsman, I think, isn't he? I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, Pound's Cross. I definitely want to buy that. It's a shame it costs exactly as much money as I have. We have plenty of more materials to buy more stuff, so why not? We just have to send Swift back to get more copper. Well, first of all, let's get that barrel of food worked out. Come on, Swift, come here. Let's get that barrel of food worked out and see what happens. Oh, are they gonna come? Are they not gonna show up? Okay, they showed up. Just drag. There we go. Drag that in. Change that. Oh, we actually had run out of food items, so that's actually perfect timing to go get more food items. Got all that worked out. I think we had maybe started going. Yeah, we even started going into his food. And he's starting to get hungry himself. Throw some food on him because I don't know exactly how. If he can reach the barrel, I don't know if that's gonna be. That might be a problem. Throw that in his inventory real quick. Let's actually hold on. Is he close enough to ice? Is ice here? No. Let's get ice in here. Hold on. Or let's get. Hold on. We need to get Swift to get the materials real quick though. There we go. Some more iron. And go to the weapon shop. Go to the weapon shop. I think they ran past the weapon shop. Oh no, there's someone else who ran past the weapon shop. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. And try to get some more gear along the lines of body armor. There's a body armor shop I think in here too. I don't know about about Benji and Scratch. On one hand, these guys are already set up to do all the mining, and it's going to slow down our mining if we could take off the people with strength. On the other hand, I feel like I want to switch them out for people who already have some combat capability here. Maybe at least Moo or Zim. Moo's got more skill. Whoever's got more. Oh no, they don't. They have less skill. Both are within kind of the. Zim's got more. I must have clicked the wrong thing. Swift technically is the strongest of them. I'm gonna probably leave them as is. Probably gonna leave them as is because it'd be easier than changing them around, and I might be able to change them around in the future. Because they already got laboring worked out. It's probably a pretty high skill. Ooh, no, nothing. Sorry to bother you. Let's go to. Oh, did they sell their stuff? Hold on. Yeah, they did. Okay, cool. Let's go to the armor shop, which should be right here. I think we also need a medic. There we go. Have load come over here. Because there's a laboring skill, and we'd kind of have to start back from scratch if we changed it. Just sounds more like a pain at this point. Let's sew that helmet. Switch that out with a proper helmet. Not the best quality that, we'll have to do. Now, do I want to switch to samurai boots yet? I don't know. It generally hurts them pretty bad. Now, it's much more protective, but it hurts them pretty bad in other ways. Now, there's 2 standard chain mails. I think I need standard plate first. Hold on, has everyone got standard plate? Standard. Hold on, let's pause. Shoddy. Okay, Hiroto has shoddy. So, Hiroto, you pass that down to Benji. Here. Benji, you throw that on. You throw that to Scratch, just for the moment. Let's take the chainmail, too. Oh, do we have enough money still? No. Hiroto needs to get the armor first. And then we need to get this armor, too. Wait, so Hiroto was the only one that had some other than standard? Yeah, I think he was the only one that had something other than standard. We want to get normal, to standard probably with everything first. Unless Scratch has a higher skill, I think that's probably the better decision here. Hold on, let's actually check. 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1. He's got 1 extra skill. It's not a big difference. So we'll leave it as is. And we'll give Scratch the armor. And sell all these goods, all the goods we took off the other people. Let's see, I think we got most important stuff. Let's change shirt to plate boots. Do we have enough money for some plate boots? We do. Anyone have non-standard plate boots? Let's check through. I think everyone's probably going to have standard plate boots. I think we're pretty good about getting standard most everything other than chainmail just because of the price. You know what? It's cheap enough that I'm willing to sell and switch and trade. There we go. And he can have the not so great boots. I'll leave the pants on him. I was taking the pants off characters that don't have armor ones so I can tell, but it doesn't seem like it's very necessary. Because when I get the armor, it's rare enough to be memorable. Okay, they don't have any body armor or technically they don't have very good arm protection or armor leg protection, but it's better than what they had. So I don't think they're complaining. However, I imagine that would be real painful in this, and kind of, I imagine Kenshi's a hot environment, and I imagine that would be painful wearing it straight on your skin. I mean, I guess chainmail is not saying, they're not kind of showing anything underneath the chain. Well, maybe they have clothes underneath the chainmail, but I don't know how these guys are doing. However, I will say if there's no shirt underneath chainmail and someone's wearing rusty chainmail, I imagine that would not be so great. Imagine that's not tetanus. Tetanus shot. I think that's what it is. Like you get like a tetanus shot. I think that's just that waiting to happen. Now they don't have the right weapons yet, which is also a problem. So let's get them to the weapon shop and then try to see if we can get Swift here to get the rest of this. Moo's having like a breakdown for some reason, not wanting to leave the. There you go. Moo, you can go to the copper. Moo. You can go. You can go. For some reason, they're not really having a super great time trying to understand what's going on. And now that we do have some leather crafting and stuff like that, I think we should be able to do some stuff that we weren't able to do before. In terms of gear. Like getting all our people with, all our miners having at least trader's leathers, probably. Oop, they're really way down probably from that. But I think we'll have Swift kind of be a guard for the proselytes. So I think she'll be in charge of the proselytes. Let's see how that goes. So all this. Wonder how much money they gave us. Now we could either get the right weapon or we could try to get. Okay, we don't have quite enough for chainmail yet, so never mind. We'll make sure to get the right weapons then first. Okay, let's sell some of their wrong weapons first. Now, the funny thing is, we could just try to get everyone trained up in martial arts. But in the heavy armor that we're in, I don't think that's going to work out too well. Because as you see, the martial arts bonus, I mean, we'll level up fast in it, for sure. But we won't be that great at it. Once we reach the top. Unfortunately, there's only a really bad Paladin's Cross, so I think I'm going to just give them the short cleavers. That should save someone money, though. And what's that? What was that other one? Refitted blade, and then this one's refitted blade. Now, I think that the best you can make without ancient books is Katoon number 2. If I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but I think it's Katoon number 2. Who's got medkits left? We do not have many medkits left, so that's going to be problematic. Alright, so we'll stick with that. Oh, and we probably have enough to get one more set of shoes for Scratch here. Switch it out for something a little more appropriate for our kind of. Oh well, actually no. You know what? They don't even have it anymore, so it doesn't matter. All right, so now we could get some leather shirts. We could get not the standard grade shirts. Cost a lot in this game, and it makes sense because they're really good at supplementing armor. I could give him a vest, but I feel like that'd just be a waste of money at this point. Because it's not where I want them to end up being. Even though that would look a lot more like the actual guards. I think we're going with like a modified build. of how they of or how our characters look because we're using a totally different helmet. We're going for almost like a knight. All right, so I think we want to get into a fight, really. And that's what we really want to do. I think I've been wanting to kind of show off more fighting. Now, I think are we kind of still hurt a little? I think someone was a little hurt, but that's it. Just a little. And where'd these guys go? Why'd you guys go running off to the side? So let's try to find some more. The hard part is going to be finding people who aren't in huge number because it feels like there's a lot, like people are in much larger number than they used to be. Oh, actually, hold on. Food was the problem. Dude, we need to get food on our guys real quick. And let's leave the bull here real quick. Again, hold on. I wonder if I can set up kind of like a back and forth run just with the bull to just run two places over and over so he can build up his speed. Because if we are ever going to do a trader out with him, he really needs to get his speed. Because the problem is right now he could be outran by wolves. Oh, people are fighting. Uh-oh. What's going on in here? Fight going on in there. Let's take one on everybody. At least one on everybody. We might even need more than that, which means we'll have to buy more food. Yeah. I think we're gonna need to get some more food before we leave. Let's get Swift in here. Food should be somewhat easy to get though, because we have 3 bars in the city. Food isn't necessarily a short supply in the Holy Nation, which is fortunate. Oh. And you can often sometimes get free food by just passing people. So that's one plus. Let's see. For some reason Moo likes to get stuck. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with. I don't know what about them wants to kind of get stuck where they are, which is unfortunate because they're I think one of the copper miners, which can't be good for how much money we're making. Let's get food from this one now. What's going? I wonder why they're getting stuck like that. There's gonna be a reason. Is it? Hold on. Let's see. Maybe they just hold on. Are multiple people mining it? Hold on, 2 people. People are already mining it. Multiple people are mining it. I have more than. Okay, hold on. I think I screwed that up. Hold on. 2 people are already working this. So Moo, get off copper. Hold on. Iron, copper, copper, iron. So we need iron, not copper. That's why they're always stopping because one's always there we go. That makes way more sense why that was causing trouble. Oh, they're getting more ore for us, which is convenient. But we need them to get more food for us. There we go. Go over here. Pretty much, we're gonna be kind of pushing the extent of how much we can really maintain ourselves on these guys' towns. We'll be kind of reaching that upper limit. Oh wow, we actually used all our money on that. Well, food cubes are pretty expensive. So that's probably part of it. But we're also feeding a much larger group now, which money is going to be a little tighter. We probably should get started on trying to get a base. I mean, how many people do we have now? We have 6 and then plus we caught 7. So that's a 13. So we got 13 people. That's gonna be, that's 13 people if you include Taurus, which I think eats basically more. Oh, hold on, I moved the wrong way. Hold on, there we go. I think food's gonna be rough with these guys. Yeah, because they've already eaten some. Let's get more food on everybody. We're really low on food here. But then again, we spent a lot of our money on gear. So we would have been able to get more food than this. So we would still have food left over, so I think we'd be okay. But I want to get into a fight. But with someone we can actually, we know won't be in such large number that it's going to be just trouble for us. Believe it or not, with this many people, hold on, how fast are we? Who's moving to 8? Oh, it's these guys because they haven't run in heavy armor before. They're all weighed down because they have no strength. Oh, this is gonna be interesting to get these guys to do anything well. Let's fight some more river raptors. We haven't fought river raptors in a while, and we should be able to beat them pretty regularly and get some money from them. Unfortunately, we can't get meat from them, but can't have everything. Gotta be some kind of compromise. I'm actually looking forward to seeing us get a full-on military force. I think that once we get the proselytes kind of be good enough to fight them, fighting when he comes across them, you won't even have to check in on them every once in a while. Whoa, hold on. What's going on here? Why are you just crawling across the... Oh, no. You following that guard or something? Oh, okay, they've been enslaved. I don't know what's going on. It seems like these guys are taking way more prisoners than before. And I get the typically bandits, and I haven't seen them take. The only time we've had someone other than a bandit was this our guy one time get grabbed, which again shouldn't typically happen. Because I've had people go down plenty of times around them, and they haven't taken them to rebirth. Whoa, wolf! Hold on. He bolted. He really did not want to get attacked by that wolf. Hold on. Let's fight that wolf. He'll give us meat. And some toughness, because he's going to hit people pretty effectively. So he just doesn't take down a limb. Now, of course, we don't have good animal fighting weapons. But we're ultimately training to fight skeletons. The funny thing is, once we do fight skeletons, we'll have such a advantage we'll have such a one-up on them. Because we'll have all the people with the right weapons and everything. Let's get that. Also, someone please make sure it doesn't get back up. Thank you. Okay, I think everyone's healing everybody. Give them a second. I think they'll automatically splint, right? We'll see. Splint injuries? Yeah, I think, well, arm. He said my arms are messed up. I'm like, I don't think it's arm. I don't think it's arms, it's arm for in your caseload. Let's keep running. Let's get that farm, rest there. We're right next to that farm too. That should be fairly easy. Let's fast forward. and then from there move on and take out some river raptors. I think we'll get some. At least that way we'll get some combat in today. And then we might even try to set up the mission somewhere. I think we want to maybe save that for next stream. But that is ultimate goal, is to set up a kind of like a little mission, self-sustainable mission somewhere. Preferably, I think preferably in Empire territory, because while or Okranites and Shek are kind of natural enemies, I feel like load being from the Empire and also the Empire having more of a human population, I think the missionaries kind of would lean toward going to the Empire versus going to the, we'll call it Holy Nation. Oh, not Holy Nation, the Shek. There's Holy Nation Outlaws and Hub, which we could technically build something in Hub, but unfortunately there's still a lot of stuff we couldn't build, so any farming stuff or anything like that wouldn't be really possible. Let's get Swift to do some technology real quick, though. Our labor leader here. Our mining foreman. Okay, so research. I don't know why they tend to prefer not doing the tech. They tend to prefer doing mining over the tech. I don't know exactly why that is. Let's see. Cooking, baking, industry. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, so we're at the max we can get because we're gonna need ancient science books. So we need, and now I wonder about engineering research. I'm kind of curious about that. Heavy building foundation. I wonder if that's outlawed. I'm not entirely sure if engineering research is outlawed or not. Beds is gonna be useful. Beds is an obvious one because we really want to still do combat. Sleeping bags would be good. First aid kits would be good. Until we can make farming, though, there's no real point. Oh, we can upgrade. I can upgrade without having to destroy the thing. I forgot about that. Do we have the material? Nope. Or maybe it just doesn't have the space. Just canceling it out. Smithing. Training. I think we could do some training. Because we are getting newer people, and we'll be getting more new people, too. We have tech level 3. I don't know why it's not saying... Oh, we don't have the earlier training dummies. But I think training dummies require some materials. I don't know if we'll have an easy access. I mean, it would be fun to do. I think we might need to focus on some stuff that's going to help us build. So industry, iron plates would be useful, but only once we start building our own base, but definitely will be useful. Stone mining would also be good. We gotta really think it out. We gotta think it through. Well is gonna be necessary for farming. So I think wells are necessary. Well, this is well 2. More access to water. Powered stone refinery. Some process requires too much manpower and needs improvement design, so we can with less workers. You power the generator, okay. I think we might want to just get all of the industry we can. Because all that's gonna hold on, we need to also get farming. But farming requires to actually have the material. So we need to actually have like cactus, rice weed, stuff like that. So we'll have to go to the region, see what's best for, I believe desert is where we're gonna, because we're gonna be going back into imperial, like empire lands, or anywhere we go other than this is gonna need desert, really. Unless we go into the swamp. Which could be funny, bringing a mission to the swamp would be hilarious. And we wouldn't necessarily be hostile. Oh, that's a hard one. That's actually a neat option there. We could bring our mission to the swamp. I love being around shark. I played a lot around shark. It tends to self-destruct. It is kind of dangerous though, and they kind of don't like you build. I think normally they'll only really let you build there if you're part of their gang, which I think involves smuggling. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. So I'll wait on that one. I'll do. I think I'll stick with the safe options here. Crafting, iron plates. Farming, we'll go with cooking, desert cooking, advanced cooking, and baking. Because we want to ultimately, like, we could do weapon grades and everything like that, but I think we want to get ready to when we can or when we want to oh, why I wonder why they seem to always prefer going to the mines. They just like going to the mines, I think. Okay, let's go send them there. And let's get our people. They're still healing up, I think. Yeah, they're still pretty beat up. So we'll let them rest. We'll come back to them in a bit. And I think, so we need again, Holy Nation turf. We might build maybe a base right inside, and that way we could just take advantage of the prayer day kind of free stuff and kind of the RP of that, or kind of RP value of that. But we'll have to see what we do in terms of that. But I think if we are going to build it, we're going to build it near the gate and then supply an outpost inside. But to me, I don't know if that feels much like a mission. I feel like a mission is kind of, it's got to be in, we call it, deep in we call it, in foreign territory. I feel like it's not much, we're not really so much the Holy Flame missionaries if we're not, deep into either, some other, like, some other territory than the Holy Nation. Like, it'd be like, we're called, what's the term, preaching to the choir? I think that's the term. Quite, in this case, being more literal than figurative. Okay, so hold on. Iron plates. Do we have enough iron plates? Hold on. Do we have enough iron plates? No, we do not have enough iron plates. So, never mind. Let's get them back. Let's not have them do that. Do not have enough downgrade. Okay. We don't have enough iron plates yet. If we have enough iron plates, we'll move to Research Bench 3. Why do they grow here? They grow cotton here, I think. Cotton and wheat straw, right? Which, once we start being able to make our own stuff, that should be pretty cool. We're going to control our supply lines. Now, the only thing with armor is, if I remember correctly, the only kind of Holy Nation armor you can create, I believe, is unholy armor. I don't think you can actually create Holy Nation armor. So that might be, that might be something problematic here. Oh. The River Raptor has a bounty. It's not much, not enough for me to really worry about it, but need to keep in mind. We're almost better. We're almost healed up. Not quite yet. Check out our technology. Now, we're not going to mess around too much with electrics. Okay, so I want it to still feel thematically right. So I don't want to have too much electric amenities that I don't see. Let's say, so they have like a well, for example, right? And they have a wind generator, so they do have electricity, but they don't do a lot of electric lighting. I believe they still use stone generators, or stone mines and stone processors. but nothing automated. For some reason, it makes me think of like the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout, but less about taking tech and preventing others from using it. And then instead of trying to protect people through from technology through keeping technology away from them, but using it. They're kind of like the opposite. They try to destroy technology entirely. So we'll see exactly how all this goes. Okay, I think we're almost healed up. But I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, though. We should be able to do some more adventuring, get some more fighting in. I think we want to. I think that once we have the money, we're probably going to buy enough materials to build at least a stone mine out in where we want to go. These people generally they won't really mess with the stone mine, and then we'll build around that. We'll have to keep coming in and out of the gate. I think I'll show you real quick on the map where I'm thinking of. Right outside Okran's shield. So that, to me, I feel like that'd come off as really kind of a mission. I think another one is if we're going to do south, the swamp's a good option. Because as much as the Shek would be neat to have stuff by, I feel like it'd be a little bit hard to kind of justify, because I think the point of our little RP group is to kind of be like a mission. It doesn't really make sense why they'd have so much a mission near the Shek or the Hivers, but it does make sense if we're doing the south to have it by the swamp because of the Swampers, which are kind of like a disorganized gang. I mean, and that could even make more sense than here because the Empire is organized and kind of like a big deal. So we could deal with the small fry of the swamp, or we could try to go big nation versus big nation, empire stuff. For most of the swamp, I don't think any major nations will really care until we move on from that. But we could theoretically take the swamp as our own, focus on the south areas, right? Which you got kind of a lot of game area to work there. Or if we work from the north, we got cannibals to worry about, and we got the Empire. So I think my main question for you guys, if you're interested, is do we want to work on the north and build a mission in Empire Land, or do we want to try to convert the gangs in the swamp, the gangs and the ninjas in the swamp? So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a good one. All right, see you guys later. Bye.